Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sports Shorts Daily, presented by LeBear's Casino. Ronnie Rance, Tommy Chrysan with you. TK over at Court Street Cafe in historic downtown Port Allen. I'm in an undisclosed location presented by the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. I am in Alexandria, Louisiana. The Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame setting up tonight. Going to have a big party over at Oak Wing Country Club. Oak Wing Golf Course, right by England Air Force Base, the old England Air Force Base. Beautiful course, David Times designed course, and it's going to be tonight, 6:30 to 9:30. We do have tickets available, so for the folks that want to come, if you're in the Alexandria area, it'll be inside. They're $50. It includes all you can eat and drink. So go to lasportshall.com for that. And then tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., which it's going to rain a lot this afternoon and tonight in this area, but tomorrow it's going to be fine for golf. And so 10 a.m. will be the golf tomorrow, and we've got two teams left. Actually, one team left. So one team or four individuals, however you want to do it. Come on and join us. Go to lasportshall.com. All right. Also, special thanks to LeBear's Casino. We were over there on Saturday. I actually went to Rumors ATL, the Fleetwood Mac tribute band. Saturday night was in concert at LeBear's. They were freaking fantastic. Really, really good. So, folks that didn't go, you missed a good one. The Fleetwood Mac tribute band. I'm telling you, I've never seen Fleetwood Mac, Tommy, and I never will, I'm sure. But this was the closest thing, and it was pretty awesome.
That's cool. Big Fleetwood Mac fan, big Stevie Nicks fan. So I missed that one the other night.
Yeah. All right. Today on Sports Shorts, we're going to talk a little bit about LSU baseball, of course. The Tigers win one in Alabama. And pretty much it's unanimous that everybody thinks that they need to get the 13 SEC wins in order to punch their ticket to the postseason. And with that way of thinking, that means that they've got to sweep Ole Miss now at home this weekend. And that is low percentage. They haven't swept anybody in the league all year. And Ole Miss just won 2 out of 3 against Texas A&M. That's 2 weekends in a row, by the way. The former number one team who dropped to third, who's now going to obviously drop out of the top 5, 6. That's the second week in a row that A&M's lost a series against bottom level teams in the SEC. So A&M may not be what we thought it was. But that said, Tommy, Tigers have no room for error, no midweek game this week. They play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they got to do what's been impossible all year, and they're going to have to sweep an Ole Miss team who's playing for the exact same things that LSU's playing for, by the way. Ole Miss has 11 wins in conference. LSU has 10 wins in conference. Both teams trying to get to 13 wins, and it's possible that neither get to 13 wins.
Very possible, man. It's tough sledding for LSU. By the way, Ronnie, LSU in Game 3 on the SEC Weekend Series, 1-8. Their only Sunday win, if you will. I realize some games are Saturday against Missouri, who's struggling, probably not going to make the Hoover trip next week. So, you throw all that in together. Ronnie, I got to get your comments on something. A lot of people texted me about this. Yesterday's game, the first 3 batters looked at strike 3. For LSU. The first 3 batters looked at strike 3. I mean, and it wasn't like the ump missed the call, 3 strikes. And then in the 9th inning, they down a run to get the leadoff guy on, and you had 3 pop-ups, 2 pop-ups, strike. I mean, where is the intensity with this team? Where is that guy in the dugout, that Blair Barbier or that Mikey Matuk that says, come on, guys, what the hell is going on? We're better than this. I mean, it appears to be, and there was a lot of comments on social media, that this is a selfish team. They're worried about their numbers, their home runs, their batting average, everything, and they're not really worried about the team. It doesn't seem to be and they're not doing as well as they wanted to. I get that, but still, it's baseball. A baseball team. When the dugout shot, when the camera pans the dugout, the guys are just sitting there leaning on the fence, casually talking to each other. Nobody's like wearing it out, trying to get some enthusiasm. And I know, baseball is not the rah-rah sport. Some other sports are, but, hey, you see it in the other dugouts, and you see it with other SEC teams. It's just kind of disappointing. And I think Ronnie and John. A couple comments. Stephen Miller agreeing with that. There's 0 piss and vinegar on this team. I agree with that too, Stephen. But Ronnie, some of your thoughts on those comments I just made.
I don't, a lot of it is speculation, right? We don't know what's going on in practice.
Yeah, we're not in the dugout. Right.
Yeah, we don't know what the message is. We don't know what the hitting philosophy is. Just a total guess, right? The last time I saw a team, in my opinion, take a lot of pitches and strike out was back in 1999 at LSU when Jim Schwanke was the hitting coach. And Jim Schwanke had a very regimented hitting approach that he taught his team. Hey, early in the count, we're looking here. Like when he got 2 strikes, he taught his guys to look middle away, look outer third, because teams are going to try to get you out away. And they pretty much they took a lot of strike 3 inside, a lot of those strike 3s looking, because the other team sort of knew their system, because he wrote a book called The Blast System, put it out there, sold it, everybody read it and knew how to pitch LSU, right? I'm not saying that's the case, but it almost looks like that a little bit. I don't know if over information is at fault here. Again, like what I don't know is did the hitters have information that said, hey, when this pitcher gets 2 strikes on you, he's going to throw breaking ball, 79% of the time, 87% of the time, something like that, right? And so now they're up there thinking they've got this game plan, and the other team pitches backwards, and says, okay, all year long, we've had this philosophy and we've done this, and now we're going to pitch differently. And maybe LSU got caught a little bit with that.
Well, and the other thing, Ronnie's going to be back in a second. Like yesterday, to start the game, Josh Pearson leads off. First pitch of the ball game, ball 1. He turns and looks at Jay Johnson in the dugout. Okay, Jay gives all the signals from the dugout, every signal to the hitters, the runners, everything. He controls it all from the top step of the dugout. Well, here's Josh Pearson. It's ball 1. You're the first batter of the game, and you're looking to see if there's a sign or a signal. I didn't get that. Jay Johnson won a national championship last year. So it's not that, he doesn't know how to coach or he's not doing the right thing. But the other thing that I wanted to get to, and Ronnie will be back with us in a second, was the fact that this LSU team, you're learning that you miss not just Dylan Cruz and Paul Skeens, but you're missing people like Peloso, Trey Morgan, Gavin Dugas, all these guys that, played a key role last year. Jordan Thompson, they're not there anymore, Peloso. So I don't know. It's easy to point fingers. It's easy to, let's see. Ronnie got to get Cricket Wireless. Chris says Ronnie needs to upgrade the wireless system here. He's got Cricket. Okay, Ron, they're on you here. Like Chris Dickingham is saying you have Cricket Wireless. Okay, he had a right?
Yeah, okay. By the way, Chris knows all about Cricket Wireless. He knows. I know he knows all about Cricket Wireless. No, it's Alexandria, Louisiana isn't obviously a 5G town. It's more like a 2G town, and I can say that because I went to high school in Alexandria. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I was inside in the hotel lobby, and clearly that was a bad decision. So we're going to now make our way. But if you want to see where I stayed last night, Holiday Inn downtown. What are those rocks, Tommy? Why do we have rocks there? What is that
I don't know.
about?
Is that an Alexandria thing?
I've
been to Alexandria, but I don't.
Why do you have rocks right there? It's so bizarre.
Well, you don't have to cut them.
It's so bizarre.
If that's bushes, you got to trim them. You see, but that's rocks.
Don't
you don't have to water them. You don't have to cut them. You don't have to. You don't have to do nothing.
It's cheaper than like 8 pounds of concrete or 800 tons of concrete, whatever the heck it is. Anyway, all right. So we're going
back to LSU baseball, okay? And we don't know. We're not in the clubhouse. We're not in the dugout. We're not at practice. But I don't know. John, I don't know if you heard Ronnie you were moving, but like yesterday's game, Josh Pearson led off the game. First pitch is ball 1. He turns. He's looking at Jay Johnson in the dugout. Wait, is he looking for a sign or a signal? It's 1-0 on the leadoff batter. It's 1:04. The game just started, and you're looking at the dugout. And again, Jay Johnson called everything from the top step of the dugout. Everything. And I'm thinking, like, really, Josh, you had to step out and look. It's ball one. That means, okay, now you're a little bit ahead of the count.
I'm gonna assume it's just routine. It's just something he's just used to.
I
It's
don't know.
really
I don't know.
it's just a routine. But look,
All right, Byron Painter says, Ronnie, don't big league Alexandria. The old partner from Alexandria.
Yeah. I mean, Byron, tell me what those rocks are. I mean, come on, what is that? But anyway,
we gotta get a definition of the rocks.
Yeah, I think it's just cheaper. It's cheaper than putting big old concrete culverts there or something, I guess. I don't know. This team seems to be making the same mistakes that it's made all year long. Most teams mature, get better, whatever. But if you look at the games that they've lost, and yeah, they've had good streaks. I mean, they had 3 series in a row that they won, and obviously one was against A&M, who was number 1 at the time. But even in the 2 series that they won, Auburn and Missouri, they had, gross games that they lost to 2 of the worst teams in the league. And on the games that they lost, there was a lot of the same mistakes, walking people, hitting batters, just seems to be the common denominator. Even in the game on Saturday against Alabama, it all happens in 1 inning. I mean, where did that come from? It almost looked like Griffin Herring was point shaving. I mean, in the sense that, I know he wasn't. I'm just joking, but it's like, this guy has been so good all year long. And then with 2 outs and nobody on in the 8th and the 8th and the 9th inning,
down
with
to 1
2 outs and nobody on, we go walk, hit batter, walk, or walk, hit batter. I can't remember. And then you get a swing and bunt, and Milazzo throws it away. I mean, it's just like crazy scenario of how LSU has been losing these series. And they are like a typical not very good team, Tommy. On the games that they hit, they don't pitch. And on the games that they pitch, they don't hit. There's very rarely been the games they don't do both. If I'd have told you that LSU was going to hit 3 home runs, that they were going to only strike out 3 times in a game, and that Griffin Herring was going to be on the bump with a lead in the 9th, you would think that there was a lock. They probably won by 5. And instead, they end up losing that game. And, I mean, they're going to – even if they win 2 out of 3, if LSU wins 2 out of 3, Ole Miss and LSU don't go to postseason unless either one of them make a magical run and win the conference tournament, which has never happened that a low seed like that has won the conference tournament. So, Ole Miss has got to win 2 to get to 13. They're at 11. LSU's got to sweep to get to 13. And anything short of that, both of them are going to be looking at each other. The last 2 defending national champions are going to be looking at each other being out again. It's bizarre. It really is bizarre.
And what's really bizarre is 2 years ago, Ronnie, Mississippi State won the College World Series, and they went into a tailspin, terrible season. Last year, we all thought that was an aberration. That is not going to happen. Last year, Ole Miss, who they were going to fire Bianco on June 1st. They won the title in June. And then this year, they've struggled, although played better the last 2 weeks. And now here's LSU coming off the national championship. And it's just not a good baseball team. It's not a good baseball team. They have good players, yes. They have good coaching, yes. But they don't have a good team. And that's obvious when you look at their record and you look at the way, Ronnie, you're up by 4 runs going to the bottom of the 8th. I don't care that you're on the road. You're up 4 runs in an SEC game in the 8th inning. You have to win that game. You can't let that one get away. We talk about that a lot. You know what? They let it get away. And then, you talked about looking back at that Missouri game that got away might be the one. Well, now we got like a bunch of ones that we can look back and go, there's like 5 or 6 of them now that you can look back, and instead of having 10 wins in the SEC, you just kind of be conservative, say, well, we'd be at 13 right now, and trying to get to 15, which you're a lock for the NCAA tournament. But see, and then I even thought of this yesterday when I was watching the game. NCAA, the tournament, you got 2 guys that, jump and Holman that can win at any time coming out. You just don't have anything after that. You don't have a bullpen. It's just, when you got to bring in the Rougarou player, DJ Primo, and then he's only thrown 2 in the 3rd innings, and you're bringing him in a must-win situation, in a pressure situation, that just tells you the bullpen depth is not what we thought it would be back in February.
No, the depth is not, although it looks like Guidry, and obviously you have confidence in Herring. You have confidence in Holman. jump. You have confidence in Ackenhausen. You got 5 guys that you can roll with. 5 guys last year was enough for them to win a national championship, but their offense was next level. As far as the rest of the landscape of college baseball in Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns have been in fuego. They have a 3-game lead in the Sun Belt Conference. They are at home this weekend against South Alabama. If they, obviously just win one, I think Troy is, well, no, they actually have wrapped up the conference
They're the
because
number 1 seed.
What's that?
They have clinched the 1 seed in the conference tournament. They swept Georgia Southern this weekend on the road.
Yeah, but I think they are 21 wins, and Troy, who's in second place, is 18 wins. If Troy sweeps and South Alabama and LSU and UL gets swept, Troy wins by virtue of the 2 out of 3.
Okay.
So it's a combination of one. Raging Cajuns win one, Troy loses one, it's over. Anything other than that, again, like I told you, they have to get swept and Troy has to sweep. That's super unlikely. And then they're at home, all the Raging Cajuns against South Alabama, and South Alabama is just a touch below 500 in the league. So congratulations to them. Now, the Raging Cajuns actually have higher RPI than LSU. Like LSU's got a better, how about that? LSU's got a better RPI than the Raging Cajuns. But Raging Cajuns are going to be conference champions. And if they win the postseason tournament, if they can, do the double, win the regular season and postseason tournament, their RPI is probably going to would probably be in the mid 20s, something like that. But with that double, they probably host. They probably get like the 16th seed host type situation.
Yeah, it could very well do that. I mean, that's a great ballpark, and the Raging Cajun fans will fill it up. That would be a big advantage for them if they could do that. But they've been a solid team all year. They're peaking right now, which is when you want to peak. So credit Matt Deggs and our good buddy Seth Thibodeau, who's on the staff over there with the Raging Cajuns. They're the best team in Louisiana. I don't think you can argue against that.
By the way, tell Byron to go shove it, okay? Because, I mean, I'm sitting here in Alexandria. I'm in a freaking parking lot, downtown Alexandria, blocked from the mayor's office, and I'm still having, cell phone issues, the whole deal. Come on, Byron.
Well, I'm going to have to get on Byron. I'll get on him after the show.
Can we get some 3G at least or something over here? My goodness.
Tighten up that wire a little bit, huh?
Tighten it up.
But anyway, hey, Ronnie, we'll talk more about LSU on Wednesday, but Paul Skeens makes his debut in the major leagues. I think he learned that those guys with major league uniforms on can hit pretty well. He gave up 6 hits. He did strike out 7. How about this, Ron? I bet over 7.5 strikeouts. He's got 7. He's got 2 strikes on a guy he's got 2 strikes on a guy that's got an oblique problem. Okay, and he made the guy look foolish on strike 2. I'm like, okay, Paul, just gut it at 101. He's not going to hit it. He throws a breaking ball, guy grounds out. I lose my bet. Oh, the schemes look good. He threw 17 pitches at 100 or 100 plus. Skeens, I'd be curious to see how his next outing goes. But again, I think you rather major league hitters can get the bat on the ball. Doesn't matter how hard you throw.
Yeah, and look, I don't care who that Paul Skeens is Captain America, and he's Air Force, and he does all things the right way, and he's visualized that moment and all that kind of stuff. The emotions were real and nervous and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he was. He was definitely nervous. Now, I want to say this too, right? So I never knew who Taylor Swift was till she went to a Kansas City Chiefs game. Olivia Dunn, who got a lot of airtime in an interview, is 1,000 times better looking than Taylor Swift. And I think Taylor's got more money than Olivia, but I mean, that was good for Major League Baseball. Olivia Dunn will do more than what Taylor Swift did, I think, because Taylor Swift's not that good looking. Let's just be honest. She's a billionaire. She's talented, all that, but Olivia Dunn's a little better looking.
Wow. Taylor Swift is not that good looking.
I don't think she is.
First off, Taylor Swift, Google her, Tommy. I can't on my phone because I'd be worried that the 3G here in Alexandria would knock me out. Google Taylor Swift's age. Like, look it up real quick. Tell me Taylor
She's
Swift's age.
30 something. Isn't she 34
I'm
or something like that?
probably old enough to be Olivia's mom, potentially. Why'd you
No.
Google that?
I'm gonna tell. No, how old is she? Is she like 30 something? I got it right here. Hold on. 34. I got that right. I think I read that one time. She's 34.
Yeah, all right. Olivia Dunn's probably 21. So, yeah, all right. So we're not going to go there. But Taylor Swift at 21, better looking, obviously, than Taylor Swift at 34. But to say not good looking, wow, TK is strong with his opinion today. Like Mr. Tom Selleck is just so harsh in the paint. Maybe she's not a 10 on your board, but to say she's not looking, come on, Tommy.
Well, compared to Olivia Dunn, she's not.
I mean, compared to Olivia Dunn, Olivia Dunn, but Taylor Swift is not known because she's a beauty. She's known because she's super talented. She's a Grammy Award winning singer. She's the number one performer in the world. Olivia Dunn's known for TikTok videos. Like, that's totally different. That's like it's like hey, she Playboy Bunny in the stands, or one of the most talented singers in the world who happens to be pretty good looking. She doesn't make her money because she's hot. She makes her money because she's super talented as an artist. Not the same thing.
Okay.
Not the same.
All right.
Although, show Olivia Dunn all you want. I'm not going to hate on you, but come on. Taylor Swift.
All right. So we got the PGA Championship this week in Valhalla Country Club, Louisville, Kentucky. Fourth time it's been played there. A lot of storylines. Tiger Woods is there. I don't think he'll be a factor. You got Koepka, the defending champion, who won on the LIV Tour a couple weeks ago. McIlroy with a 5-shot win yesterday in the PGA Tour event. Big storylines there. And, of course, that guy, Scotty Scheffler, he's going to show up and play. So it should be an interesting PGA Championship, the second of the 4 golfing majors.
I think it's going to be one of those two, Scheffler or McIlroy. They are playing, at such an elite level consistently that I think it's going to be Scheffler and McIlroy. I don't think we got to overthink it. You're just not going to get great odds. You're not going to get that dark horse that's 2,000 to 1 or something like that. This is it's one of those two donkeys. There's no doubt about it. McIlroy is so locked in right now and just dominating the field and is playing with a smile on his face and loving the admiration and loving the love. And then, of course, Scheffler just had the baby and everything. Like it's going to be one of those two. I really believe that.
Yeah, no, and I'm gonna go with McIlroy. He's hot. He just won by 5 shots yesterday. Okay, and the golf course I read this morning is firmer and faster than it's ever been. And these guys have been to Valhalla. They've played there, and I'm gonna go with McIlroy. Early pick from TK. Go with McIlroy to win the PGA Championship.
What does TK know? He thinks Taylor Swift's ugly.
I didn't say ugly. I said not that good looking. There's a difference. I didn't realize I was going to hit a nerve with you. I really did.
I'm never going to call you to judge. I'm never going to call you to judge a beauty pageant. That's for sure.
Wait a minute. I've been a judge at the Hooters bikini contest twice. Okay, so I have. I've demonstrated the ability to judge beauty of women. I think Ryan's internet just went out on that one. Ryan, I'm serious. Okay, Ron's trying to get the internet. Byron Painter, can you call somebody? Byron, you got to call somebody in Alexandria and see if they can get modern day internet. Ryan struggled in the lobby. He's struggling in the parking lot. He's worried about the rocks. While we wait for Ronnie to come back, let me tell you, you won't struggle if you come to the Court Street Cafe, 805 Court Street in Port Allen. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, 7 days a week. Steak night on Saturday, Sunday brunch. Full service bar right behind me. You can see all that. Jason and the staff do a great job here at Court Street Cafe in Port Allen. You need to check them out. A great way to keep up with them is on Facebook and Instagram. They post the lunch specials, the dinner specials, the drink specials. Court Street Cafe in Port Allen. We want you to check them out. Let's roll through 3 comments here. Tommy says Ronnie's internet connection looks better than Taylor Swift. 1-0 Stephen. That's a good line, Stephen. Let's see. Byron Painter says Ronnie must have a flip phone. Okay, Byron says it works well for everybody else in Alexandria. I got to believe, Byron, you're correct. I got to believe it works well because, I mean, come on. I mean, today's world, if you don't have that internet, you can't use your phone. You're kind of lost, huh? You're behind the times. You're ancient. You're like cassette tapes and 8 tracks. It was a good idea one time, but it's not anymore. Anyway, so let me see if Ronnie can come back. Maybe he's paying his cell bill, Byron. What do you think? You think Ron's doing the quick pay on the cell bill here? I don't know. Waiting for him to jump back in. Of course, Sports Shorts Daily. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is 9 o'clock. Spread the word about it. Like and share our show. And presented by the LeBears Casino and Hotel in Baton Rouge with the sports book. You bet on everything imaginable out there at the sports book. And I'm filling in. Let's see. Mama Rance says reboot. What country is Miss Rance in today? She's a world traveler over there. Maybe she's back in maybe back stateside. Again, like and share this show. We don't charge you to watch this on Facebook, X, YouTube. It's all over the place. We want you to like and share this show. It helps us out as we wait for Ronnie Rance to jump back in. Sports Shorts Radio, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. This week we'll be at the Bruley Walk-Ons. This coming Saturday. We were at the casino this past Saturday. As always, we want you to check out Sports Shorts Radio every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. to 12 noon on 104.5 ESPN in Baton Rouge. As we tell you, but we usually tell you about that on Wednesdays and Fridays, kind of a lead into the Saturday, but we'll throw it in there now. Let's see. He's Googling Olivia Dunn, Taylor Swift comparisons. That's probably it. All right, and Mama Rance is in Lafayette, Louisiana. All right, Lafayette. She's not world traveling today. That's cool. No problem there. All right, I don't know what happened to Ronnie. Yeah, I got you, Craig, on the comparisons there. I don't know. Did they discontinue service in Alexandria? We'll give Ronnie another minute or two, and then he may have to get ready for the LA Sports Hall of Fame golf tournament. Big party tonight. You can still get tickets. Go to lasportshall.com. Still looking for one golf team tomorrow at Oak Wing in Alexandria. lasportshall.com. Also, getting close, the Baton Rouge Rougarou. brrougarou.com. Getting merchandise. A bunch of new hats were released yesterday. Great looking hats. And you got season tickets, all the merchandise. brrougarou.com for the Baton Rouge Rougarou. Also, don't forget the Baton Rouge Youth Baseball Coalition. We'll tell you more about that in the coming days. That's a support arm, a team to support youth baseball and the Baton Rouge Rougarou. They open up on Thursday, May the 30th at home, Pete Goldsby Field in Baton Rouge. That field's looking great, home of the Baton Rouge Community College Bears. brrougarou.com, open against the Lake Charles Gumbo Gators, a new team in the Texas Collegiate League. Got the 3 teams in Texas, Seguin, Brazos Valley, and Victoria. Now 3 teams in Louisiana with Lake Charles, Acadiana, which is in Youngsville, just south of Lafayette, the Cane Cutters, and then, of course, the Baton Rouge Rougarou. Check out brrougarou.com. Well, I believe Ronnie's having too much internet trouble here. Again, don't forget about Court Street Cafe in Port Allen. Connect with them on Facebook and Instagram. As always, we're presented by the Bears Casino and Hotel in Baton Rouge. So I knocked the internet out in Alexandria with the Taylor Swift, Olivia Dunn comments. Appreciate everybody watching, listening. Like and share this show. Hey, got to do that, please. Like and share this show for us. Let everybody know about it. We appreciate that very much. We'll be back Wednesday morning for another episode of Sports Shorts Daily. On behalf of Ronnie Rance and Jason and the staff here at Court Street Cafe in Port Allen, I'm Tommy Price saying have a good day, everyone.